since there hasn't been anything really pressing here at the office.
What's the address of his apartment, please?
Well, it's out in Westwood, 1308 Pandora Avenue.
Look, Vincent, I'm going out there. I'll call you if I find
You're going to need transportation, aren't you, Johnny?
By the highest price chauffeur in the country? Sure, why not?
Oh, before you go, Mr. Price, I wonder if I could have your autograph.
Well, why don't you get Johnny Dollars, Miss Pretty?
I'll call you if I find
You're going to need transportation, aren't you, Johnny?
By the highest price chauffeur in the country? Sure, why not?
Oh, before you go, Mr. Price, I wonder if I could have your autograph.
Well, why don't you get Johnny Dollars, Miss Pretty? He loves to give them.
Oh, yes.
Oh, no, you don't, Vincent. It took a little persuading, but the landlord at Bert's apartment finally let us into his four-room suite. It was empty, except for a few old clothes, and it was obvious that he'd packed and left in a hurry. I rummaged around in the closets, tables, bureau, for a clue as to where he might have gone. You don't, Vincent. It took a little persuading, but the landlord at Bert's apartment finally let us into his four-room suite. It was empty, except for a few old clothes, and it was obvious that he'd packed and left in a hurry. I rummaged around in the closets, tables, bureau, for a clue as to where he might have gone, and came up with nothing.
You give up, Johnny?
Yeah, Vincent, I'm afraid so.
I poked around that desk some more after you'd finished with it and found this wedged in behind a drawer.
Oh? Travel folder. Paris.
Yeah, it looks real fresh, too.
Minor Travel Agency, Beverly Hills.
Well, what do you think?
Pretty much of a long shot, Vincent.
But they do pay off sometimes, don't they?
Planned the trip for myself, yes, sir. First class all the way.
What was the departure date, Mr. Minor?
16th, first class, straight to Paris.
Oh, brother. Paris is a pretty big place.
Did you make any arrangements for him for after he got there?
Only for when he arrived. Reservation at the Louvois.
What?
The hotel, Louvois.
The Louvois, perhaps.
That's what I said. First class, too. Said he wanted something not too far from the Montmartre.
Montmartre, if you don't mind.
That's what I said, yes. Now, can I fix you gentlemen up with some plane reservations, too?
Well, suppose you give me the same flight he took, and I'll stop at the same hotel when I get there.
Hey, wait a minute, Johnny. You're not going to leave me out of this.
Well, look, I'm still playing a long shot, Vincent, a very long one.
What's the difference?
Also, I don't know if my expense account will get by the home office.
Expense account, forget it. I'm having a ball. Mr. Minor, start making...
That's what I said, yes. Now, can I fix you gentlemen up with some plane reservations, too?
Well, suppose you give me the same flight he took, and I'll stop at the same hotel when I get there.
Hey, wait a minute, Johnny. You're not going to leave me out of this.
Well, look, I'm still playing a long shot, Vincent. It's been a very long one.
What's the difference?
Also, I don't know if my expense account will get by the home office.
Expense account, forget it. I'm having a ball. Mr. Minor, start making those reservations.
Expense account item 2, $984 for the plane to Paris. Well, it turned out to be the most interesting flight I've ever made because of the company of Vincent Price. An amazing conversationalist, he could talk about anything, including art. And he has a tremendous sense of humor. So, as he put it, we had a ball from the time we took off in L.A. till the time we sat down in Le Bourget. Item 3, 520 American, taxi into the Hotel Louvois, where the manager was, somewhat helpful.
Mais oui. The Monsieur Parker leave us but only 2 days ago, after some slight misunderstanding about l'addition, the deal.
Yeah, you mean he was running out of money?
Monsieur, I did not say that.
That's what you meant, isn't it?
You know where he spent his time around here?
But of course, his business, he say, took him constantly to Montmartre.
Where in Montmartre?
Who is to know?
That's like saying somewhere in Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. Perhaps you know my cousin.
Johnny, I just got an idea.
Shoot.
Works of art, even very good ones, are sometimes sold in rather unorthodox ways. They go through some rather strange hands. They're not always sold over the counter, so to speak, by reputable dealers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but how to contact the kind of people who might... You got any ideas?
Why don't you just go on up to our suite and sit tight for a while? I'll see what I can dig out.
You are keeping something from me, Vincent.
Mm-hmm. But, Johnny, there are some things even funk keeps from white moves. I'll see you later.
Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment. Do you know?
All of gay, romantic Paris just outside the door, and time on my hands. So what did I do? Took Vincent Price's advice, went back to my room at the Hotel Noir and waited. 2, 3, 4 hours. Finally, shortly after 8 p.m., Vincent came in bearing a couple of packages.
Sorry to have made you wait, Johnny, but I think I'm on the trail of something.
Looks to me like you've been on a shopping spree.
Prop, Johnny, for you.
Have you found out where Bert Parker is?
No, but I think you will. Here, try this on.
What's this all about? A 10-gallon hat?
Yeah, I had to guess at your size.
Where in Paris did you find this?
Try it on.
Oh, what am I supposed to be, a refugee from Texas?
Exactly. You made it in oil wells. Your name is Matthew.
Huh?
You're over here to see the sights, all the wild nightlife you've heard about, the Folie Bergère, Rue Blondel, Place Pigalle. Here, try on this shirt.
Oh, brother. Look, I don't know what this is all about, but hadn't we better get something to eat?
Try it on.
If you don't take me to one of the world-famous restaurants in this town.
Maybe tomorrow. Yeah, that's good. That shirt's going to be all right.
What do you mean tomorrow?
Here, now, stick this genuine simulated imitation diamond-type stick pin in the front. Wait a minute, I'll do it for you.
Yeah, what the Sam?
There you are, and with this big hunk of glass on your finger. There, now, look at you.
Oh, you look. I'm hungry.
Well, maybe you'll even get food where you're going.
Now, where do you think I'm going in this rig?
To a little joint on the Rue Blondel called the Bal Macabre.
Now, what am I supposed to do there if I go there?
Sit around. Look prosperous. And see what happens.
Oh, Vincent.
Remember, you made it in oil.
Yeah, but Vincent...
Also, you're interested in art, and your name is Matthew.
Look, will you?
On your way, Johnny. The taxi that's waiting for you out front knows exactly where to take you. The
Bal Macabre was really a joint. It was dirty, and the people packed like sardines in it were dirty, too. Characters who made a business of being characters. And everybody screamed at everybody else. Except, that is, for the wormy little man who sidled up to the postage stamp-sized table on which my glass and a bottle of wine were balanced.
Pardon. You are Mr. Matthew, are you not?
That's right.
From Texas, no?
Yes, sir, partner. The great and glorious state of Texas. Sit down and pour yourself a glass of this here red ale. Who are you?
They call me La Sagri.
What does that mean?
Well, they're what you call the Great Cat.
Hey, that's cuter than the name of my old friend Coyote Bill.
Well, do you enjoy the Paris nightlife?
You know something? I'm getting fed up with it. Yeah, I think I'll just buy me a couple of nice pictures and go on back home.
What kind of pictures, monsieur?
Well, good ones. Oil pictures. Like that Mona Lisa I've seen at the Louvre. You know, good ones, I mean.
Well, like a Jean-Baptiste, perhaps?
You mean you know where a man could get a hold of a genuine one of them?
Well, for a price, of course.
Well, listen, I got money and I'll spend it. Well, I offered them $500,000 for that Mona Lisa, but they turned me down. But if I could get a hold of a genuine Baptiste, well, partner, you just name the price.
Oh, well, I'll make no promises, mon ami. But I do have a friend, and for a slight consideration...
Name your price and take me to it.
I will be waiting for you at the corner with the taxi. That is what you call okay?
Okay.
I shall be waiting.
I'll be there, partner. You bet I will. And I'd certainly like to know how Vincent set this up. The taxi dropped us off at one of the most disreputable-looking apartments in the whole of Paris. My friend, who called himself the Great Cat, looked carefully around before entering the front door. Then we climbed 4 flights of a dark, musty stairway.
No, remember, my friend, you are not to pay the price he asked at first. If you like, I will make the arrangements for you.
Now, that would be right friendly of you, partner. But how will you come out on this?
Well, all I ask, monsieur, is 10% of what you pay.
And maybe a little extra from him for bringing me up here?
Oh, monsieur.
Oh, now, don't give me that, partner. I've been around. I'm wise to how you fellas operate. If I can get a hold of a real, genuine Baptiste...
You will see.
Yes? Who is it?
I have brought a friend, Mr. Matthews from Texas.
Yes?
He would like to buy The Night Wind by Baptiste.
That is, if it's genuine.
Genuine? Of course it's genuine.
There, on the table. Can't you see for yourself that it's the... Oh, no.
Well. Bert Parker.
Johnny Dollar.
That's right. Insurance investigator.
Investigate you? Oh, I just remember somebody is waiting for me.
That's right, I am.
Mr. Price. Oh, no. Well, but I don't mean you, Price, but I must go.
Without your fee for taking care of Mr. Dollar?
Listen, both of you, please. I'll give you back the painting. I'll do anything you ask.
Oh, drop dead.
Oh, dear.
Well, Vincent, there it is.
Yep.
And it looks like the company has saved a cool $100,000.
I have a confession to make about that, Johnny.
Yeah, like how you happen to know the way to the painting through that squirmy little fellow who brought me here.
Oh, well, that's how I got hold of the Batiste in the first place. It's a lovely thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it certainly is.
And, Johnny, it is worth $100,000.
Oh, I'm sure.
But the truth of the matter is I paid only $300 for it.
You paid... Oh, no.
It's a fact.
Well, you've got it back thanks to your own efforts.
Thanks to your being the front man. If I tried to get it back myself, these people would have run like scared rats.
Oh, sure. Just tell me one thing, will you? Why aren't you an insurance investigator?
Well, you know, it's every man to his own. Well, after all, why aren't you an actor?
Let's get out of here. Disposition of Bert Parker, well, that's entirely up to the company. Vincent, now that he has the painting back, doesn't care one way or the other. However, from the company's standpoint, well, it's not the kind of black eye that's good for you. Expense account total, including incidentals and transportation back to the States, $2,341. Remarks? Well, to Vincent Price, my eternal thanks. Not only for the help on this case, but most of all because it's given me a chance to really know him. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Dollar.
Larry Craig speaking. Winter and snow do one of two things to a cliff dweller. He either packs his swimming trunks and suntan oil and mushes overland to a Florida beach, or he climbs into his mink-lined parka, throws his skis over his shoulders, and hops a ski train to Stowe, Vermont. I did the last mentioned. I sat on a train wedged in with a bunch of ski lovers and trained for the cold country. Not because of any yen to be an Eskimo, but for a much less noble reason. Said reason being the pursuit of a buck. Would I please come, the telegram said. When a client goes so far as to wire you, one fact is beautifully clear. This guy can afford you. In Stowe, Vermont, at the lodge, I baked the rheumatism out of my separate parts and joints in front of a roaring log fire the hotel provided. When the ice thawed out of my good ear, I got wind of what my client, an intense-looking chap named Parker, was trying to get across to me.
The tragedy happened 2 years ago. 2 years ago this week.
Your wife, Jean, fell 400 feet and suffered an injury to her spine.
Yes. Someone had tampered with her ski straps, and on an especially steep and icy slope, they broke. Jane was badly injured. She recovered, but is a hopeless paralytic.
100%?
No, just the lower limbs, starting at the waist. She's confined to a wheelchair.
2 years now?
Yes. Jean's been abroad all this time, undoubtedly consulting medical specialists, seeing if anything can be done to restore her.
But?
To the best of my knowledge, it's hopeless.
To the best of your knowledge? You're obviously not close to the situation.
No, I'm not. Since the accident, we've been estranged, Jean and I.
A nice time to cool off towards your wife.
It was not my wish. Jean excluded me from her problem. She turned me away.
Why?
Well, the answer to that is why I'm engaging you. Jean has never acquitted me in her thinking.
She suspects you?
Yes. Me among others.
Oh, there are others who might have tried to do her in?
Yes. 3 others.
Name them.
My wife's brother, Tom Cooper, a man named Alan Loomis, and a lady magazine writer named Wilma West.
Well, what did they have against your wife 2 years ago?
Well, I'd rather not influence you with prejudices of my own. It'd be better if you found out for yourself.
I see. Oh, answer me this. Why are you ordering an investigation now, 2 years after the mishap?
Well, it happened up here in 1952, this anniversary weekend. And strange as it may seem, Tom Cooper, Alan Loomis, Wilma West, and myself, the 4 suspects, we're all here right now.
Grand reunion.
Skiers come to ski country.
Criminals come back to the scene of the crime. Where is the victim right now? Your estranged wife, Jean. Don't tell me she's also in the lodge.
No, in the village, in a rented cottage.
Well, why is she in her condition?
I don't know. I've wondered about it, but I don't know.
What do you hope to gain from my investigation, Parker?
Vindication. Jean's goodwill. So I can live with myself.
Reinvestigate a 2-year-old accident. 2 years. I've been plowing through a lot of cobwebs. Getting unpacked in my room, somebody went out of his way to make me feel unwelcome. Come in. A guy with one blue eye and a black patch where his other eye figured to be. A tough look to him, like the world was too populated for his liking.
Am I intruding?
You not. I said come in.
You're Barry Craig.
That's how I registered.
A New York detective.
That's not on the register.
It's written all over you.
Which suspect are you?
Suspect? Now, look here.
Relax. Well, which is it? Tom Cooper or an Alan Loomis?
I'm Tom Cooper.
Mrs. Jean Parker's brother.
Jean's my sister, yes.
And you're here to threaten me?
To talk sense at you.
That's polite for threaten. So go ahead, worry me.
All right. I did come to say I don't relish being hounded and harassed by a detective. I'm here for fun and skiing.
Well, how do you know my intentions toward you?
I saw you closeted with my moron brother-in-law, Parker. Guessing Parker's scheme wasn't hard.
Scheme?
A grandstand play. Hire a detective to show how he's burning to unravel an old mystery. And by doing it, make himself look good.
Is that a hint you think Parker's responsible for his wife's condition?
Not only a hint, it's my opinion.
Accusation?
Accusation.
Slander. You can be sued by Parker.
Parker tries it, I'll brain him. Craig, go home.
Sure, in good time.
You'll just make a nuisance of yourself to everybody here.
It's what I'm paid for.
All right, milk the situation. Worry a case that had better be forgotten, but don't come near me.
Or?
Are you deliberately baiting me?
A guy looks and barks like he's Little Caesar. I'm always curious about the size of his bite. How do you want to leave, Cooper?
How do I?
Walking or crawling? Tom Cooper wasn't the only weekend skier who had me figured as a pesky killjoy. Another one tried to make me feel unwelcome. But this one wasn't as forward as Cooper. This one was the bashful type who believed in voicing his sentiments from afar. A rifle bullet through my room window. Not intended to kill me, just discourage me. The bullet lay at my feet. I pocketed it for a souvenir. No doubt about it. It was going to be a weekend to remember. Roads get impassable because of a snowblock. You give transportation back to the horses. I rented a sleigh drawn by a horse. My destination, the village. To introduce myself to Mrs. Jean Parker. Pay my respects. En route, still in sight of the lodge, a lady on snowshoes and bundled in furs like a mink polar bear hailed me like she wanted to thumb a ride.
Yoo-hoo, hey!
Yes?
Going to the village?
I am.
Can you take me?
Take lifts from strangers, lady. You're living dangerously.
Oh, you have a respectable look. Giddy up. Besides, you're not a stranger.
No?
No.
We have a past together, only I can't place the face?
Spoken like a male. You're Barry Craig, and I'm Wilma West.
Oh, another one of my suspects.
Yes, I'm a fiendish murderess.
Would-be murderess. The victim survived, I hear tell.
Victim. It's like a page out of ancient history, so remote.
Yeah, 2 years makes any event stale, except to the victim. Confined to a wheelchair yesterday and today merged for you.
Put it that way, I'm chastened.
Anything you can tell me?
To clear myself of suspicion?
Don't work so hard at being sophisticated.
Oh, but I must. It's my style. It's my livelihood. I'm a sophisticated editor of a smart magazine.
Jean Parker. What did you have against her 2 years ago?
She. Oh, yes, I was the other woman. The femme fatale. Serpent in Jean's garden.
You and Parker?
Me and Evan Parker, yes.
Did Jean know?
Doesn't a wife always? She finds lipstick smears on handkerchiefs. Canceled checks for gifts she never got.
All kidding around, you and Parker. Or was there something for real between you?
Very real, Mr. Craig. Evan Parker loved me, and I loved Evan Parker.
But
Jean wouldn't divorce him. She took it all very badly, very shabbily. She scratched and clawed. Did everything to embarrass and cheapen Evan's love for me.
how does it go between Evan Parker and you today?
Nothing, Mr. Craig. We're polite to each other. We're strangers. Jean sits in a wheelchair between us.
I suppose you know Evan Parker hired me to get at the truth.
Yes, I know. Evan feels guilty about what happened to Jean. I'll make a prophecy.
Yes?
You'll get nowhere at all with your investigation. You'll fail, as other investigations have failed before. You'll just renew misery for a lot of people, but accomplish nothing.
I'll spoil everybody's weekend. I keep hearing that. Well, here's the village. Where can I drop you?
Right here. You're, going to pay a call on Jean Parker?
You said magazine editor, but I think you're a mind reader. I tied my sleigh to a hitching post and started to slosh the 100-odd yards to Mrs. Jean Parker's cottage. But before I could make the front door, I had another interview forced on me. A guy standing to his side a few feet away from Jean Parker's place. Standing like he'd planned it as an ambush for me.
Hey, you, Craig.
More people know my name up here.
And pedigree. You're a meddler.
Rough talk.
You'd crucify people for a few pieces of silver. Now, look, stop stirring old ghosts. Stop reopening old wounds.
Stop spoiling skiers' weekends. I've met Evan Parker, Tom Cooper, and Wilma West. By elimination, I guess you to be Alan Loomis.
I'm Alan Loomis.
Once involved with Mrs. Jean Parker. How?
None of your business.
In that case, so long.
Hey, wait. I was in love with Jean before she married Parker. She left me at the altar to run off with Parker. It's old ghosts. I said you'd stir them. Go home, Craig.
When I wrap this up? Crimes committed. Somebody must be punished. You through discouraging me?
No. I can be stubborn, too. And determined.
Sure. You're the type hero who can stand in an ambush somewhere and pump rifle bullets into a hotel room. You're not denying you took a pot shot at me a few hours ago.
Craig, go home. Amicably with a bonus check from me or in some other way.
In a hearse?
Even perhaps in a hearse.
I was on my way to see Jean Parker when you waylaid me. Do I have to punch my way to her door? Finally, at long last, I got to sit with Mrs. Jean Parker. Once pretty, but now very thin, with deep hollows in her cheeks, and eyes that looked burned out by fever. She was in a chromium wheelchair, a plaid blanket covering her lower limbs.
I wish you hadn't come here, Mr. Craig. Evan Parker engaging you, it can serve no good now.
You want to forget it?
Yes, I do.
Parker's my client. I'll do what he engaged me to do. Clear him of responsibility for your mishap. Pin the blame on who really engineered it. You can help me.
How?
Information and stuff.
Anybody could have tampered with my skis so that I'd plunged to my death.
Anybody meaning your husband, because you wouldn't divorce him? Wilma West, a rival who hated you? Alan Loomis, a suitor you left waiting at the altar when you married Parker? And your brother, Tom Cooper?
And my brother, Tom.
What cooked between you and your brother?
A paltry sum of money. Our father died. The will left everything to me. Less than $10,000. Tom was resentful. Money was always his creed and his god. Tom accused me of exercising undue influence over our father, of poisoning father against him.
Why are you up here in Stowe?
Sentiment, I suppose. Paradoxical as that may seem. I'm half a woman, but my feelings are whole. All of my youth, I came here for the winter snows, the winter fun.
I see.
You shouldn't have called on me, Mr. Craig.
See a woman in the prime of youth, like Jean Parker was in the prime of her youth, but crippled, only able to live in a narrow area through which she could propel her wheelchair. The picture stays with you. 4 suspects. If one of them had actually schemed the accident, I kept wondering how the guilty party could live with himself. Or herself, if it was Wilma West. The last mentioned party joined me at lunch in the big hotel dining room. Uninvited, she just plopped down.
Put on, Mr. Craig.
Frankly, I'm not in a social mood.
I am. I'm starved. What's good?
Read the menu.
Prime roast beef. Food for a ravenous skier. Order it for me with A1 sauce, Mr. Craig. No, not Mr. Craig. Barry.
Charlie, come here. Roast beef for the lady. You've got away with men, huh, Miss West?
I'm at home with men. I had 7 brothers.
I never had a sister. That makes me a woman hater.
Oh, I wouldn't be discouraged. You'll accept me, or I'll force myself on you.
It won't help your case, baby, if you're the guilty party.
I wonder will you be so blasé about my charms tonight?
What's tonight?
The weekend dance, and I'll be wearing a Parisian import.
Meaning I'll go for the dress, if not the woman?
I don't look to advantage in these ski clothes. I'm overdressed, romantically speaking.
Well, I've finished eating. So long.
Barry, don't make me eat alone. Barry!
The guy never lived who could shake a determined dame. She cornered me again on the ski slope. I wasn't skiing, just looking. I couldn't afford to break a leg, not while I was working.
Barry?
Breakfast over me?
Yes and no. Climb up the slope, I'm winded. I've got something to show you.
What?
This note. Threat against my life.
Wilma, enjoy the short weekend. Your last. Where did you receive this?
From Tom Cooper.
Tom Cooper?
By hand. It had been slipped under his door, he said. By mistake, it seemed, since it was addressed to me.
That's a funny note. Where's Tom now?
Taking a high jump.
Show me the way. We got within view of Cooper, maybe 200 yards away. Cooper poised like an Olympic skier on the most dangerous jump in the area.
That's Tom Cooper up there on the peak.
Yeah. Let's get down to the base. He'll jump, and we'll meet him below.
All right.
Only we weren't going to get to meet Cooper below. Cooper, in fact, was never going to make the jump. A rifle shot from an angle I couldn't figure. The way altitude reverberates sound. But an accurate shot would drop Cooper dead in his tracks.
Tom, he's been shot.
He didn't just fall. Go stay with Cooper. I want to scout the area for the riflemen. Murder. Tom Cooper, Mrs. Jean Parker's brother. We brought the body into the village on a horse-drawn sleigh. Wilma went the whole morbid route with me. She was afraid not to. Afraid to be on her own, out of my sight. After a formal report on how Cooper came to get shot, the local sheriff did some theorizing.
An accident. Some bad shot in those woods who has no right to own a gun.
It wasn't an accident, Sheriff.
Oh, come now, Craig. Don't pump this up to more than it is.
Cooper was shot from a distance by a high-powered rifle with modern range sights. Shot by a top marksman. It took only one bullet. I call that very skillful murder.
Now, why would anyone want to murder this Tom Cooper?
Well, that's a long story. And even if I don't know the half of it yet, but it's murder, bet on it.
It was murder, Sheriff. Look here. This note. It's a threat to murder me.
A threat? Let me see. Wilma. That you, ma'am?
Yes, I'm Wilma.
Enjoy the short weekend. Your last. Now, how is that a threat, like you say?
Can't you read?
You obviously can't.
Oh, now you're getting steam heated, you two. I read the paper, and I say it might mean anything. I'm marking Tom Cooper down as an accidental shooting.
We left the sheriff muttering to himself and started back to the hotel. It was growing dark, and the temperature had dropped enough to make us human icicles in the front seat of the rig. Wilma sat as close as she could get, warmth being at a premium like it was. Halfway between the town and the lodge, Wilma lost the little warmth I could give her. She went from cold to ice cold.
Barry!
You're shot.
How did I...
It's an ambush. From anywhere in the south woods flanking the road. Where do you feel it?
Here in my chest. It hurts, Barry.
There's a hotel, Doctor. I've got to get you there.
Barry?
Yes, Wilma.
I won't make it. I won't make it.
She wouldn't make it. I knew, looking at her, watching life flicker, then go. The second murder in a matter of hours. I turned the sleigh around. I had another corpse to turn over to the village authorities. Later at the hotel, my client, Evan Parker, put on quite a show of nerve.
Craig, I've tried to contact you everywhere.
Everywhere is where I've been. When you hired me, you didn't mention mortician's duties.
2 frightful murders. What does it mean?
Somebody is haywire with a rifle.
But why? What reason was there to kill Tom and Wilma?
I can't answer that. I went looking for Loomis. I called his room and checked the desk. It began to look as if Parker was right about Loomis. Loomis had skipped in a hurry. Hello? Operator, get me the sheriff's office. Hello, Sheriff. Barry Craig. A suspected murderer is trying to leave town. Alan Loomis, about 35, tall, over 6 feet, brown hair. Grab him and don't let go till I get there.
Loomis turned up somewhere else right after you telephoned me.
You've got him?
I have.
Where is he?
In the undertaking parlor with the other 2. And 1 bullet in him. Clean, like the other 2.
Where did you find Loomis like that?
Right in the village. Sitting on a sleigh without a stir to him. Not 50 feet away from Peck's hardware store.
4 suspects and 3 of them dead. That left Parker guilty by elimination. Only thing, if multiple murder was Parker's reason for weekending in Stowe, why had he hired me to play spectator to murder? Me snooping around. I could only mean trouble for him. I went back to see Parker, tell him the sad news about Loomis. He wasn't in his room. I called the main desk. Hello? This is Barry Craig. I'm up in Evan Parker's room. He's not in. Will you page him for me? What? Oh, Mount Mansfield. Thanks. Mount Mansfield. I went to get into my snowshoes. I spied Parker from a distance of 100 yards, toiling upgrade where the slope began to rise. He had his skis perpendicular to his back, and something that looked like a rod or stick wrapped in burlap slung under his arm. I got within hailing distance. Parker! Hey, Parker! He looked like he wanted to run, but how could he, ankle deep in the snow? Then as I got close, he looked like he wanted to melt in the snow and die. I didn't waste any time on protocol. What are you lugging, Parker?
I thought I'd practice the jump, so I strapped my skis.
I'm not talking about skis. Wrapped in burlap. What is it?
A pole for balance.
It's too short for that. It's only about as long as a rifle. Do I have to wrestle you for it?
No. It's a rifle.
High-powered with a modern rangefinder?
Yes.
And evidence in it of 3 shots fired, maybe?
Evidence of 3 shots fired.
Cooper, Wilma, and Loomis.
Cooper, Wilma, and Loomis.
You sound like you're confessing.
I came up here to dispose of the rifle. Hide it, but now...
But now?
I don't care to save myself.
3 murders. Why?
One of them paralyzed Jean. All of them could have for the grudge they bore her. I meted out punishment equally.
You crazy or pretending?
I'm your prisoner.
Get the burlap off that rifle and demonstrate for me.
Demonstrate?
How good a marksman you are. Pick something off for me at a minimum of 200 yards. 1 shot. Show me a bullseye with 1 shot. Show me, Parker. After Parker demonstrated what a marksman he was, I went to see Mrs. Jean Parker. An informal visit this time, around the back of the house. I didn't announce myself right away. I just stood in the yard and aimed the rifle at a rear window. My second shot was aimed at a window on the side of the cottage. With that, I hurried around to the front of the house and went in with a crash through the door.
Fear does remarkable things to people. It gives them a strength and frenzy. It even helps paralytics to rediscover their legs. There was Gene Parker, out of a wheelchair, standing flat against the wall, to be where the bullets weren't.
Mr. Craig.
Yeah, Craig. Fancy seeing you out of your wheelchair.
You were the one firing.
I was the crazy assassin. I figured you'd hate being a sitting duck in a wheelchair, like being precious, even to a murder.
You're very clever.
Yeah. I began being clever when your husband couldn't hit a tree at 200 yards, or even 50, yet was confessing to 3 murders. You planted a murder rifle in this room. This rifle I'm holding.
Did I, Mr. Craig?
Parker guessed your secret just before I did. But the paralysis was a fraud. A blind you could operate behind. A fraud altogether, or that a temporary condition had been remedied abroad. In the 2 years you were away.
I underwent 27 operations.
Parker was ready to shoulder the blame. To save you. He didn't yet. He tried confessing to the murder.
Noble of Evan. I'm touched.
3 murders and your husband the patsy. You wanted them all dead.
I wanted them all to get what they deserved.
Yeah. 27 operations. The suffering you've been put to for 2 years. Well, I guess the mind does crack under a weight like that. I guess you don't stop to think that only one of them was responsible for the accident.
Nobody was ever able to detect the one.
So you convicted all 4 of them and planned their execution.
I'm not sorry, Mr. Craig. I'm not a bit sorry.
I am. Right now, I'm sorry for you.
Columbus Circle, the gaudiest, the most violent, the lonesomest mile in the world.
Broadway's My Beat, with Larry Thor as Detective Danny Clover.
The neon carnival rises high above Broadway, explodes, then scatters over the city. And at police headquarters it whispers through the gray stone and the glass closed against it. You have to listen. Then another sound washes out the whisper of Broadway's scream. Danny Clover.
Danny, please come, please.
Who is it?
Christina Lavecchia, Mario's sister. You remember Mario, Danny? Please, you remember?
Yes, I remember. Christina, what is this? Something wrong?
Everything is wrong. Mario's dead. Please come, Danny, please.
Then the sirens howl because the man is dead, and their cry tears a path through the wilderness of the city. And finally they're stilled because the door is open. The girl stands there, a young girl whose hair is black and whose tears lie on her cheek like jewels.
Danny.
Don't be afraid, Christina. Try not to be afraid. Where is he, Christina? Tell me.
In there. In his room.
Show me.
Yes. There. There's Mario. On the floor. Lying in his blood. My brother lies in his blood.
Mario. When did you find him like this, Christina?
I came home a half hour, an hour. I don't know. The house was empty. I thought it was empty. And then I heard Mario call my name and he killed himself, Danny. He didn't have to do that, did he? Did he, Danny?
Why do you say he killed himself, Christina?
Why, the gun in his hand, the wound.
Is this Mario's gun?
Yes. I've seen it many times. It's one he bought for his job at the furniture factory. After he... You knew him, Danny. He was your friend.
Yeah.
It's a sin to kill oneself, isn't it? Tell me it's a sin.
Christina.
I need Mario. Give him back to me, Danny. Give him
You'll
back.
be all right, Christina. Your father, where is he?
Wednesday night, he always goes to his Locarno Club on Wednesday night. You'll find him, Danny, and tell him. You, not me.
All right, Christina. I'll tell him. After that, the efficient ghost from Police Technical came in, formed a tight and impersonal circle around the dead boy. Then a man named Dr. Sinsky detached himself from the group, sighed, and walked over to Christina. He put his arm around her, spoke gently. With the strange alchemy he knew about tears, he dried Christina's. Then I had a place to go, so I went there. The Locarno Club was a rented store around the corner. It had once held a succession of groceries, candies, used clothing, and articles held for pawn. Now it had given up to a group of old men who used its space to compare families, dreams, and memories. Cesare Lavecchio was seated among his friends and holding up a memory for consideration.
The fields of Caserta were dry like I don't know what from the dock. And Valerio stood looking, and his tears fell upon his browny chest. That's the way it was in Caserta.
Cesare.
Oh, Danny Clover. Welcome, amigo. Danny, what about a glass of wine, huh? A glass of wine for my friend, Danny.
No, maybe later. It's important, Cesare.
Oh, sure, of course. Well, pardon, my friend. My friend from the police wants to consult me on a matter of importance. What is it, Danny?
About Mario.
Triste. Danny, maybe you can get him back his job with the police. A job at the desk, maybe, huh? After all, Danny, Mario is not a policeman now because he lost his arm while he was doing his duty as a policeman.
Sure.
And this job as a guard in a furniture factory he did not like anyway. I was so glad when he was discharged from such a childish job.
Chester.
Yes, Danny. What do you want to say?
I wish I knew at least another word for it.
Mario?
He's dead.
Mario? There was a priest.
Yes. One was on his way.
What happened to Mario?
Christina thought he killed himself.
No, killed himself. No, my Mario.
He didn't. He was murdered. There were no powder burns. He was murdered, Chester.
Who did this to him?
You'll help me find out. That's why I came to you.
Ask me what you have to do.
Why was Mario fired from his job at the furniture factory?
Well, you know. As a policeman.
No, I heard something about it. I didn't bother you.
Yes, I know. A good man like you not to dig at the reason for a friend's shame. I will tell you, Danny. Mario was a guard at the factory. There was a robbery over the safe at the payroll. Mario was not in the factory where he should have been when it was the robbery.
Where was he?
With a girl. He left the factory to be with a girl.
What girl? Who is she?
I met her, Carrie Lister. She lives, I don't know, someplace near here, I think. Mario.
Now listen to me.
Mario.
There were no tears in the old man's eyes, only anger and fury. A fury that seared and kept at a distance the old friends who'd heard his cry and came to help. They stood around him in silence, and their helplessness was big enough to dissolve the fury and leave only that, the helplessness. Then old Cesare asked me to take him to his son, and I did. In the morning, headquarters came up with Carrie Lister's address, a brownstone in the West 60s. A kid bouncing a ball on the stoop told me Carrie was home. He'd just seen her drying her hair out the window. Then her door opened. She stood there brushing the blonde hair away from her face.
Yes?
I'm Danny Clover, police. May I come in?
Why?
I want to talk about Mario Lavecchia.
I don't.
No? They tell me Mario was in love with you.
And me with him. A lot. Real big. Good. Too good for you to go scratching, and that's why I don't want to talk to you about Mario.
He was murdered.
I know. I called him last night. His sister told me he was dead.
We want his murderer, Carrie. I want him. Because I knew Mario.
All right. Come in. Yeah, that's Mario's picture. And that's a sofa where we sat and looked out over the alley and talked.
How long had you known him, Carrie?
Since I was a kid, and we played Run, Sheep, Run and hid in the back room of a delicatessen. And a cop chased us. You mind if I put up my hair while we're talking?
No. Mind a personal question, Carrie?
You have other kinds? Go ahead.
Why didn't you and Mario get married? You'd have been fine for him.
I would have. I asked him to marry me a lot of times. Mario wanted to, and we could have on his police pension, but he had to take care of his family first, he said. His father, his sister, they came first with him.
Yeah, they would with Mario. Must have been tough for him after he got wounded in the force.
It was. Mario was a proud guy. Not everything was good enough for him. That's why it made me feel good. Mario loved me.
What did he do before he got that job in the furniture factory?
He tried to get other jobs. There weren't any. He didn't have to work. We could have lived good on his pension and me working, but Mario had to keep Christina in that fancy boarding school, help his father.
His friends during that time, who were they?
His father, his sister, me. Not whoever it was robbed the payroll at the factory, if that's what you're trying to say.
The night of the robbery, where was Mario?
He was with me. He left his post and came to me.
Maybe he went somewhere else first. Maybe he was in on the robbery and then came to you for an alibi.
You told me you knew Mario. You lied. You lied in your teeth.
The factory where he worked, Carrie, where is it?
The Paul Dinsmore Furniture Manufacturers in Brooklyn, Mr. Clover. You'll get along good with Mr. Dinsmore because he thinks Mario robbed him, too.
Carrie.
Get out of here, Mr. Clover. That's all I ask of you. Get out of my sight.
And take this spec sheet back to planning and tell them to substitute clear pine. It'll work.
Yes, sir. Right away.
And what can I do for you, mister?
My name's Danny Clover.
Oh, fine. I'm Paul Dinsmore.
Glad to know you, Mr. Dinsmore. I'm from the police.
All the more welcome.
Can we get out of this noise?
Now, let's go into my office. You like the layout here?
Quite a place.
We might expand soon. Here, right in here. Sit down.
Thanks. Mr. Dinsmore,
About the robbery last week, isn't it? About the robbery on May 26th.
What makes you think so?
Well, so far, Mr. Clover, you're the latest of a series of policemen who've been coming around.
Well, now there's something else.
Oh?
Uh-huh. Mario Lebeckia's dead.
I know about that. Came with the morning paper.
Didn't it throw you?
No. It would have one time, but it didn't this morning. Mario turned sour.
I knew Mario. Once he was in the force. I'm trying to understand about him. What made him what he became? What's your opinion?
Love? Money? With one arm, how does a guy get them? You know all about motives, not me. Sure, Mario was my friend. How well does a man get to know a friend?
It depends.
Sure it does. We grew up together, Mr. Clover. But a line gets drawn somewhere. People separate. Like you said, it depends.
You gave him a job after he was pensioned off the force.
I wouldn't do less for a friend. Only Mario lost it.
Let me get it straight. Mario left the factory one night last week to see a girl. He should have been on duty.
Yeah, to see a girl. Old John tells me that a guy comes up to Mario and tells him to go see a girl. He picked a great night to see a girl. Whoever knocked over my safe had a breeze. Nobody left to guard the payroll but that friendly old man. Friendly to Mario.
Old John?
Yeah, John Fisher. Friendly old John Fisher. A friend to Mario. A friend to the guy who called on Mario. Wait a minute.
Yes, Mr. Dinsmore?
Get me John Fisher's address. You want his address, don't you, Mr. Clover? So you can do better than the other boys on the force who cleared him.
Uh-huh. But why his address? Isn't John Fisher here anymore?
No. He was too conscientious for us. Somebody walks in, steals our payroll, and old John Fisher sleeps through it all just like a baby. Next morning, we retired him.
Then Paul Dinsmore got philosophical about the whole thing and explained crime to me in terms of greed and sickness. Then a sawdust-free young lady in Hollywood-type glasses walked through the door, handed him the address of John Fisher. He handed it to me. I left. The address was on Front Street.
Right down the hall there, mister. I'll come with you to show you.
All right.
Keeps that radio playing all the time, he does. All the time. Now, if I owned this place instead of just cleaned it, this room here.
Yeah, thanks. Mr. Fisher. Mr. Fisher. You have a key for this room?
You don't need any. Last two tenants been screaming about the busted lock. Mr. Fisher. Hey, look at him. Look what's been done to him.
John Fisher sprawled face down on the floor. The heavy handle of a billiard cue stick lay beside him, touching him. The instrument now of a different purpose. The matted hair and the blood. The pattern of what it had done to him. And whoever had held the weapon had been thorough. John Fisher had been beaten to death.
She thinks she loves me the more fool she gotta learn.
You are listening to Broadway's My Beat, written by Morton Fine and David Friedkin, and starring Larry Thor as Detective Danny Clover.
Broadway all depends on the mood you're in. You can be part of the mob and perform for the sightseers, or you can detach yourself from it. Lean against a wall, crease your newspaper, and bite your lip over that two-column item on the right-hand side of the page. 2 guards at a factory mysteriously murdered. Consider it, then flip the pages to the box scores and waggle a finger back at Ted Williams. Or, as Sergeant Tattaglia had it next day at headquarters,
That Ted Williams, Danny, that ball player from Boston, Mass. He ruins the scenery.
Oh, how does he do that, Gino?
I can't appreciate Mrs. Tartaglia anymore on account of him.
Somehow I knew that's just what you were going to say.
Last night, Danny, Mrs. Tartaglia was paraded back and forth, up and down and across in her new swimsuit from Catalina in preparation to being the belle of the beach at Far Rockaway when all of a sudden comes over the radio that this Ted Williams had hit another home run.
After that, you couldn't enjoy the scenery, huh? You don't like Ted Williams. Anything else, Gino? I'm talking to you.
Huh? Oh, no, nothing else, Danny. Except... No, nothing else.
Except what?
Well, except about Mrs. O'Connell and the Lavecchia case.
Mrs. O'Connell?
Yeah, my uppity neighbor 2 doors down. Her daughter...
Tartaglia.
Okay, Danny. Only Mrs. O'Connell said something to me this morning that twits me, Danny, about her daughter, Sandra Lee.
Tell me about it.
Well, she said, how come this Christina Lavecchia was home from that boarding school, that Thatcher School for Girls, and her daughter, Sandra Lee, is not?
Go on.
Because that Thatcher School for Girls is not closed down for the summer yet. That's where Sandra Lee goes, too. And she is even now at school preparing for exams, and they got strict rules about not being on the outside. So how come Christina Lavecchia...
That's a good question, Tartaglia. How come Christina Lavecchia?
Yeah. How come her? What was she doing out on the night of her brother's murder?
Maybe I better go find out, huh?
Danny, somehow I knew that's just what you were going to say.
The Thatcher School for Girls was the very model of high-fashion culture. It stood languid and poised on 3 acres of fashionable soil. And its hand-wrought gates, signed by the artist, opened onto a vista of golden girls pursuing the arts and sciences on horseback. One had to wait to let the scholars pass.
Paul in the saddle, girls! Remember, Paul!
Farther on, in a wooded glen, a woman in black beat a drum as girls in diaphanous nightshirts danced the tragedy of the cone and the cube. And beyond that, the lithe girls in silken shorts who pause in their game of volleyball to observe you. And having done so, resume the struggle. And finally, the office of the dean. Dean and office both done by an exclusive decorator.
I am Dean Chesterfield. Welcome to Thatcher.
Thank you, Dean.
My secretary tells me you're from the police. Are we at Thatcher the subject of an investigation?
Only Christina Lavecchia.
Christina? Oh, what has Christina done? Has she shamed us?
Just tell me about her.
Christina has often made us quite unhappy.
Oh? How?
A certain unwillingness to respond to our regimen.
Tell me about it.
The night before last, for instance. we discovered that she had not slept amongst us. A flagrant protest. An undisciplined gesture.
The night before last, her brother was murdered. Christina should have been here.
There is not a night of the school term that she should not be here. To have complete behavior control of our girls is our objective. It is.
You said Christina made you happy unoften. How often?
Well, one moment. I have it here in my records. Ah, yes, here we are. La Vecchia, Christina. On April 19th, La Vecchia did steal into her dormitory 3 hours after curfew. For this, a Class B demerit and a week in Coventry.
You confined her to the campus?
You have another meaning for Coventry? On May 26th, La Vecchia was gone all night. Appeared for her third class, disheveled and distant. For this...
You could have dismissed her.
We were going to, but her brother pleaded with us. We relented when he told us Christina was at home with him that night.
May 26th. 26. Thanks, Dean. It's been educational. So somebody might have lied. Dean Chesterfield had said Christina was with her brother Mario on the night of May 26th, the night of the robbery. But Dinsmore said Mario went off with another man. And Mario's girlfriend had told me yesterday that Mario spent the evening with her. And Mario's girlfriend was named Carrie Lister. She was someone I wanted to talk to again. Then back to West 60s and the brownstone in the middle of the block. I didn't have to go that far. 3 doors from the brownstone was a bar. Through the glass front, I could see Carrie Lister seated on the high stool. She was entertaining, or being entertained.
You get the picture, huh? There was my wife standing there with egg in her face. Funny, huh?
Mr. Becker, you're a whiz-bag.
Yeah, that ain't all. Listen to
I
this.
haven't had a drink since I don't know when, Mr. Becker.
I'll buy it for you, Carrie.
Huh? Oh, Mr. Clover. Meet your rival, Mr. Clover of the police. This is Mr. Becker. He's in canned goods. Aren't you, Mr. Becker?
Get at the end of the line, friend. And the line don't move for hours from now.
Goodbye, Mr. Becker.
If I stand up, I'm pretty large, friend.
Mr. Becker, you know, suddenly you got a fat face and fat lips, and you didn't shave so good this morning. Beat it.
You, copper, flash me a badge. Make me move.
The lady said go.
Lady? Ain't been one of those in this place for years.
You, get out of here.
Hey, look.
I said go. Oh, so help
That
me.
bottle down, Carrie. Put it down. That's better. Goodbye, Mr. Becker.
Yeah. I'll get back to you, honey.
Give me a shoulder, Mr. Clover. I want to die on it.
You shouldn't punish yourself so much, Carrie. Not like this.
It doesn't matter anymore. What matters?
Mario, who killed him?
That matters how?
Just a question, Carrie. Was he with you on the night of the robbery?
I haven't had a drink.
Was he?
You know he wasn't. He told me to say so, but he wasn't.
Who was he with?
How would I know? Go ask his old man, his sister. He was married to his family, not me. Take me home, Mr. Clover. Get me out of here.
Oh, Danny.
Chester,
Come in, Danny. Come in. Take my chair. Please, take.
Chester.
No, first you must please sit down to show me you are a guest in my house. Good. Danny, an old man is grateful you call on him. An old man is lonely without the boy, without the son. Lonely.
Chester, you want your boy's murderer, don't you?
I live only till then. After that, I die.
Then you must tell me the truth. You lied to me.
I lied. Danny, an old man has not very much. His son, his honor, his pride.
His daughter.
Christina is no longer my daughter.
Why, Chester?
It was because of her I lied. Because of her, Mario's dead. Because, Danny...
Mario wasn't with Carrie Lister the night of the robbery, was he?
No.
Tell me about it, Chester.
Well, it was late. The telephone rang. A man told me Christina was missing from her school. She was not in her bed. No place in the school.
A man?
Yes, a man. I went fast to Mario.
You? You went to Mario?
Yes, I told him. He left his duty to come with me to find Christina, because he loved Christina. Nothing else would have made him go now, Danny. Nothing, believe.
Where was Christina?
We don't know. We look and we don't know. She come to us in the morning and she will not tell us. Nothing will she tell us.
Christina.
You, out of my house, you get out. Don't go over there no more. Not the finish.
Leave her alone, Chester. Leave her alone.
Forgive us, Danny. Forgive us. You were just a witness. Shame.
Christina, listen to me. Why did you come the other night? Mario was murdered.
I came to tell him I was through with school. Finished.
Why? Why, Christina?
Because I was married. He thought I was married. Tonight he told me it was a lie.
And the night of the robbery, May 26th, you were with your husband, Christina.
Yes. Yes. He told me we'd been married. I'd been drinking, and he said we were married. My husband said that.
Who is he, Christina?
Paul. Paul Dinsmore.
Paul Dinsmore.
Oh, hi, Mr. Clover. What brings you to me? News?
Something like that. Let's go back into your office. We can have...
I can read your mind, huh, Mr. Clover? You want quiet? You're getting quiet.
Quitting time, 3 o'clock in the afternoon?
Modern production methods. The help needs a short break. The union says they do. They go out in the yard and relax. Maybe they're right.
I want to talk to you.
All right, let's talk.
I just came from Christina Lavecchia.
So?
She told me she thought she was married to you. You lied to her, didn't you, Paul?
She tell you a story like that, Mr. Clover? A very hysterical girl.
Why'd you do a thing like that to Christina, Paul?
It's still her story.
There's more that goes with it. You get the girl who thought she was your wife to come to you on the night of the robbery. Then you phone her father and tell him she's missing from school.
The noise in this place really got you, didn't it?
You knew that family well enough, so you were sure her father would go right to Mario. And you knew Mario would leave his job and go looking for her.
What are you trying to prove, Clover? I still don't get you.
I'm proving a couple of things. You robbed your own payroll. You killed Mario because Mario found out what you did to Christina. You killed the other guard, John Fisher.
I did that, huh?
Yeah, you did. Because you got scared when I started digging into it. You were afraid John Fisher would tell me you came to the plant after Mario left.
That was nice of me.
But killing him, beating him to death.
Mr. Clover, it was all your fault. It's like you said, you came nosing around. I couldn't take any chances with an old man keeping a closed mouth.
Let's go, Paul.
Go? You must be out of your mind.
He broke away and started running toward the crowd. To get lost in it.
That man's got a gun!
To keep me from shooting at him. In their terror, the crowd opened the way for him. And there was only one thing to do. He was dead, and I kneeled over him. Sometime after that, they took him away. And later, an old man swirled a mop over the blood-stained concrete of the floor. And that was Requiem for Paul Dinsmore. Upward into the sky, and the night bursts open. The swarm starts its dance down the canyon streets, and the little man stalks the heels of a drunkard. It's a place of darting eyes and crowd and mob, and people with empty hands. It's Broadway, the gaudiest, the most violent, the lonesomest mile in the world. Broadway, my beat.
Broadway's My Beat stars Larry Thor as Detective Danny Clover with Charles Calvert as Tartaglia. The program was produced and directed by Elliott Lewis. The musical score was composed and conducted by Alexander Courage. Included in tonight's cast were Jane Webb, Georgia Ellis, Jay Novello, Georgia Backus, Byron Kane, and Clayton Post.
Tonight on FDN Presents, you've been listening to our end of the week special. Half comedy and half detective drama. Tripper McGee and Molly in part one of the show. And Broadway's My Beat, part two. Join us again Monday night when FDN Presents starts the week all over again with Dragnet and Escape. In the meantime, have a nice weekend. See you again Monday night at 9:05. This is Navy journalist Dan Jurgensen speaking.
Gangbusters, police, the G-men are government agents marching against the underworld. Tonight, the case of the Wolverine. A slinking, shadowy figure who stole out of the raging blizzards of the North Country to spread terror and destruction. That's tonight's Gangbusters. Our setting is a special office turned over to Gangbusters by Commissioner Louis J. Valentine of the New York City Police for a proxy interview between Colonel H. Norman Schwarzkopf, United States Army, and Tim Curran, former sheriff, Delta County, Michigan. Colonel Schwarzkopf. I understand tonight's case has a very unusual setting, Sheriff Curran. Yes, Mr. Schwarzkopf. The desolate North Woods on the upper peninsula of the state of Michigan. And it was out of the swirling blizzards of this region that the criminal known as the Wolverine struck. When I hear you mention blizzards, Colonel Schwarzkopf, my ears go right up. Why, Frank? Well, blizzards, cold, and rain make up what I call Sloan's liniment weather. And this winter, with fuel so carefully rationed, is going to make heavier demands than ever on your bottle of reliable Sloan's liniment. So be prepared, as families the world over have prepared themselves during the past 50 years. Always have a bottle of Sloan's liniment handy. Sloan's, you know, takes only a jiffy to apply, and usually brings you quick and comforting relief in almost no time at all. No painful rubbing or massaging. Just pat Sloan's on that sore place and relax for a few minutes. You'll actually feel Sloan's go to work like a heat treatment, which seems to soothe the tightness and tiredness right out of that aching muscle. Don't let winter catch you unprepared. Ask your favorite druggist for a bottle of Sloan's liniment tomorrow. And now, Colonel, what about the blizzard you were discussing? Well, Sheriff Curran, where and when does the case of the Wolverine begin? Late one cold winter's night near the town of Gross, Michigan. A fur trapper, Pierre DeGan, and his dog trotted through the heavy snowdrift toward the shack of another isolated trapper, John Charles. It was beginning to snow heavily. A blizzard was setting in. But soon we warm up at Mr. Charles' place, huh? Ah, there she is, Bagheera. She delights with the pantry. I bet Mr. Charles is surprised to see us after all this month. Come on, boy. Mr. Charles. Mr. Charles. You wouldn't go out and leave the lights on. Maybe something wrong. Look at that. The door is swinging open by herself. Come on, boy. We go in and see. Mr. Charles. Mr. Charles down on the floor. door's blocked. Hello? Anyone here? Hello? I'm here. Run back up with your hands. Come up with your hands. What have you done to Mr. Sheriff? Shut up, Matt. My Jupiter! You steal my dog! I'm killing you, too, for sticking your nose in here at the wrong time. Now you can die there with your dog.
Ticket agent, Northwest Canal, Sea Line Railroad Station.
Fred, that's you?
Yes. Who are you talking to?
Here's the gun. Fred.
Yeah?
There is bad trouble. Mr. Charles has been bitten and robbed in his cabin.
What's that you say?
And the gunman, he killed my dog and tried to kill me.
Good luck. Pierre, you saw this gunman, did you? Was he a big fellow with a black mask and a green mackinaw?
Yes, but now you know, Fred.
That's the same critter robbed me here at the station the other night. The Wolverine. Pulled about 10 robberies he did. Pierre, did you call Sheriff Tim?
Well, Sheriff Tim don't answer the telephone. That is why I call you.
Yeah, all right, Pierre. I'll get the sheriff quick. I'll call him back right now.
I won't put down that phone.
How did you get it down? The Wolverine.
You didn't expect me back again, did you? I want that cash box. That's just a little taste of what I'll give you. Get me the cash box.
Here's the cash box.
There better be more money in it than last time. Not bad. Not bad at all. 9:30 Fred, right on time to pick me up. Now, Pop, you get yours.
Keep your hands off of me.
You gonna call that two-bit sheriff, eh? Here's what I think of sheriff. Sit down, Detective Ross. Been doing a little checking on some police reports.
Sheriff Tim, this case has me dead beat.
You're right.
No wonder they call him the Wolverine.
Seems to have an animal's instinct to avoid every trap we've set. Now, let's do a little reasoning, Detective Ross. The Wolverine is no stranger to these North Michigan woods.
Mm-hmm.
Notice his cunning in heading for the railroad tracks after each holdup.
Yes.
It prevents our tracking his footprints through the snow. All he has to do is hop a freight. The trail is lost.
Well, I certainly hope our new plan works, Sheriff Tim. Got so that people are afraid to go out nights, barricading their doors, thinking each sound they hear is the Wolverine stealing up on them.
If our first plan doesn't work for us, the second plan may. You know your assignment?
Yes, Sheriff. Stand guard at the Northwest Canava Railroad Station every night.
Good. Chief Carswell will have men watching the other stations. It may take nights of watching, but this time, if the Wolverine returns, we'll be ready for him.
This railroad station's like an ice house. Probably warmer outside than in here. It'll be long after midnight. Made me jump. Didn't expect that thing to ring. Sheriff's the only one knows I'm here. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Well, who is it? Who is it?
I was just wondering, Detective Ross, if you were lonely down there at Northwest Canava.
Who is it? Whoever you are, if you got anything to say, you better say it. Hello?
You should have been watching the railroad station up at Gladstone, Detective. I just dropped it. I thought I'd let you know.
Hello? Okay, brother, so the joke's on me, eh? Well, maybe not. You don't know about the other trap the sheriff said, and you've just swallowed it. Hook, line, and sinker.
This case gets more interesting all the time, Sheriff Cohen. I know our gangbusters listeners are anxious to know what this second trap was. I know that I, for one, am most interested in Colonel Schwarzkopf because I've been advising our gangbusters audience for a long time to set a few traps of their own. Traps that will catch muscular aches and pains in time to prevent needless suffering. It's very simple. First, guard against overexertion, accidents, and overexposure to raw weather. Second, if muscular distress does strike, despite all your precautions, apply Sloan's liniment at once. Third, be prepared. Always have a bottle of Sloan's liniment on your medicine shelf. The sooner you pat on Sloan's liniment, the sooner you can expect the quick and comforting relief of which Sloan's is so famous. And how welcome that relief is to you men who come in stiff and sore from your jobs, or you youngsters with your football Charlie horses and roller skating bruises. Yes, even to you mothers, who often feel that a day's washing and cleaning seem to tie your muscles into knots. All you have to do is pat Sloan's on that aching back or stiff shoulder, and almost immediately you'll feel that gentle and penetrating warmth acting like a heat treatment to smooth out the kinks and miseries in those painful muscles. Remember, it's best to be prepared. Ask your druggist for Sloan's liniment next time you're shopping in his store. Well, Colonel, that's the kind of trap I've been setting. What about the trap we hope is going to close on the Wolverine?
Well, Telephone, you told us how the Wolverine robbed the railroad station at Gladstone, Michigan, while the authorities were guarding the station at North Escanaba. But without knowing it, the Wolverine fell into a carefully set police trap, Colonel Schwarzkopf. It took a little while for the trap to develop. But 3 days later, it was beginning to close. In Nick's small lunchroom on Main Street in Escanaba, Michigan, at exactly 14 minutes to 8 in the morning.
Hey, Nick, how about a check for the food? Let me get out of here. Oh, sure thing, Mr. Parent. Let's see. You went to 60, 70, 85 cents, Mr. Parent.
Okay, Nick. Here's $1. Get the change.
Oh, thank you.
So long.
Goodbye. He's a very fine man, P.A. Hey, you want more coffee, P.A.?
Who was that, Nick?
Oh, that was a Joe Parent. And do you know him, P.A.?
Oh. No. First, seemed like I heard that voice someplace.
Oh, monsieur. Mr. Parent used to live in Escanaba till 2 years ago, P.A., but he moved out west to buy a ranch. Now he come back for a little while. I wish I had his money. If I had one of Mr. Parent's money, P.A., I wouldn't slave in a lunch cart like this.
No wonder you don't have his money, Nate. Look what you are doing.
Well, what am I doing? Send the money here. What do you know? I roll up a dollar bill again with a paper napkin and throw it away. That's a good one out of me, all right. Throwing away dollar bills. I better put it in the cash register. That's a good one of me. Throw a dollar bill away.
Then, at 9 o'clock that night, Colonel.
I'm so excited, Chief Croswell. I rushed right over here to your police office. Chief Croswell, don't you see? This dollar bill that I make a mistake about and roll up into my napkin. She's the one who was stolen the money from Gladstone Railroad Station. There's the mark on the front of it, like you want on the stock.
Now, easy, Nick. Calm down.
Yeah.
This is one of the marked bills, all right, but, Nick, when the Wolverine robbed the Gladstone station, he had no idea he was stealing Mark's money.
Oh.
But he was. He had every bill in the Gladstone station marked. And this dollar bill certainly has our marking on it.
Well, when you told me, Chief Croswell, to watch all the bills for that little mark on it, I'd do it. I see the mark on that dollar.
You say it was Joe Parent who gave you this dollar, Nick?
Absolutely, Chief Croswell. Positively, without a no perfection. This morning in my lunchroom, he gave it to me. I remember well, I started to roll it up into my napkin and throw it away, but Pierre the guy who was there, he saw me almost to throw it away.
I wonder where Parent got it. I noticed Parent's back in town, Nick. I understand he bought a ranch out west.
Monsieur, but I ain't saying that Mr. Parent stole this money, Chief Croswell. I'm just saying that Mr. Parent gave it to me. Maybe somebody else gave it to Mr. Parent.
Well, you did a good job spotting it, Nick. It's the first mark bill is turned up.
Pretty good eyes for an old man, eh? When I see it in my cash register, I get so excited, I knock over 2 ketchup bottles.
Yeah, well, I know the hotel Mr. Parent's stopping at. Think I'll drop over there and see what he can tell me about this dollar bill. Yes? Who is it? Police Chief Croswell. Police? Oh, just a minute. Hello, Mr. Parent.
heard you were back in town. Yeah, I was wondering if you had any idea where you picked it up.
Oh, I see. Where I picked it up.
Yeah.
I know it, Chief. I'm afraid I can't help you. I might have gotten it anywhere.
Well, can you think where you changed any bills? You may even have more than the marked money on you. Take a look in your wallet.
My wallet?
Yeah.
Okay, I have it right here in my
Back pocket. Hey. What's the idea of that gun, Parent?
As I didn't know, copper. Stand around and watch out that closet in the corner. Come on.
Oh. You're the Wolverine.
Move or I'll plug you.
Yeah. I know you will.
Pretty clever marking that money, Chief. But I won't help you now. Open that closet door, Chief. Now get it. What? Oh, can't your arm the door so it will close, eh? I'll fix your arm. I'll fight it. Now, wise guy. Nuts, I forgot his gun. I better slam.
No, you don't, Parent. Tell me or I'll shoot. Good shot. Dove right through that balcony window.
A quick search of the alley tunnel showed where Parent had landed. There were bloodstains in the snow. Chief Croswell, following the stains and seeing that they led toward the railroad tracks, hurried back to headquarters and rounded up all available men.
All right, men. Now get lanterns and flashlights. Bloodstains leading toward the tracks. I checked for the railroad, and there's no train passing through. This time we got the Wolverine in the open. Now, Jim, you be ready to swear in more deputies. We need them. I'll let you know.
Right, Chief.
Okay, men. Everyone set? I will spread out and cover the railroad tracks. Come on, let's go. Hey, Joe, you go over there.
The trail led along the railroad for half a mile, Colonel, and then branched off into heavy brush and woodland, where it eventually was lost. Then, just before midnight, a report came that footprints, evidently apparent, had been seen entering the forest 4 miles to the east. Chief Croswell and Pierre Degan, whose dog Parent had killed, and who since had been deputized, were nearest the spot and picked up the trail. It was 18 below zero. Snow falling heavily.
Chief Croswell, this nose is falling so fast, he's flat out Parent's footmark. Well, we got to hurry, Pierre. Looks like he's heading for Big Take Lake and the railroad beyond. You're the best trapper in the state, Pierre. If anybody can trail him, you can.
But we got to be careful, Chief Croswell. So, may wait in ambush and kill before we see him.
That, huh? Something moving over there by those bushes.
That's just another of those square devils. They ever bunched together in wolf pack, Chief Croswell. We be in one tough spot.
Yeah. Well, let's go on.
What color?
Stop. There is something up ahead this time.
A shack just back of the street.
That's probably right Parent headed this way. To get to that shack, out of the wind. We sneak up to that side window. Careful now.
See anything?
Well, looks empty inside.
We'll try the door.
My leg! Open the door! Oh, stay tight. Burn the snow. My leg is broke. The door of the trap is going right into my leg. Oh, stay here. I'll see if I can tie the trap. Open. It's open a little. Can you pull your leg out? Yes. Really big boy, please. Yes. That's not here. The legs ripped to pieces.
The devil belongs at this trap.
Oh, knew he was running in. He set the trap in front of the door. Get your arm around my neck. I'll have you inside the shack. For so long, he will get away. Well, I got to fix you first, here. You'll die if I leave you here. In the snow, he will block out our strength, Chief Croswell. He will get away. I'm afraid of that, but right now, it's your life we got to worry about. Come on, put your arm on me. That was a very unusual accident, Sheriff Kern. The police actually being stopped by a bear trap. Yes, Colonel Schwarzkopf. And it enabled parents to escape. Alarms were flashed out, and late the next day, word came that a man answering parents' description had been seen near the railroad station at Champion. Sheriff Kim and Detective Ross left for Champion immediately. Well, Sheriff Kim, I guess there's no sense hanging around this railroad station any longer. Dad must have beat it when he saw the station agent had spotted him. Yeah. What I'm afraid of, Detective Ross, is that Dad will hop a train and head for the Canadian border. If there are no more trains out of here tonight, Sheriff. Now, what there is a 10:30 train leave from over at Astoria tonight. Sheriff Kim, we could never get over there in time. It's 5 after 10 now, and Astoria is 11 miles away. We've got to make it in time. But how? There's only one possible way. You out there on the railroad party? The handcar, Sheriff Kim? Yes. That's our only chance. We've got to pump that handcar and get to Astoria before the train does. Holy smoke. Come on, there's no time to lose. Every second counts. Thank you, Detective Ross. This is the first time I've ever pumped a handcar, Sheriff Kim. My head broke. Keep pumping. That mighty force will be catching up on us any minute now. I've gone after criminals a good many ways, but never before on a handcar. If the train overtakes us while we're on this track, we'll have done, Mr. Sheriff. Faster. Good Lord, it's going now. We haven't a chance. We've got to get across this trestle. Stopping. We can't make it. We're almost there. I can see the engine lights right back of us. Come on. There, we did it. Slow out. I've got to dump this Hamilton car off the track so the train will be right. Come on. Look. All right. Put your off this further. Now run for the railroad station and track. All right. What's that, Noah? People are getting on. You see that? Oh, no, not yet, sir. Wait. There he is. Where? Near that woman with the suitcase. What now? He's right back of her. Yes, and we got to get him before he can move his gun. He's going to stop with her, too. Stand still. He's looking this way. He sees us. Come on. Watch him. Go, Sheriff. He's pulling his gun. Now, you don't. Stop that. That's terrible. I'll kill you. Don't. I'll get it on, Ross. Put the cuff on him. All right? Now, you don't. Now, Ross. All right, you Sheriff. Now I have. Another juggulated kids. Hopping trains was always part of your scheme, Parrot. But this is one train you're missing. Come on. You're going in the opposite direction. Sheriff Kern, the police did a remarkable job in ending the menace of the Wolverine. Thank you for telling us this case. Well, yes, Colonel Schwarzkopf. Joseph Parent had proved one of the most elusive and wily criminals. But today, Joseph Parent is behind bars at the Marquette State Prison in Michigan. Well, that certainly was quick thinking on the part of Sheriff Kim and Detective Ross in using that handcar to cut off Parent's escape. I was just going to mention that, Colonel Schwarzkopf, but when Detective Ross complained a few seconds ago that his back was half broke with working the handcar, it brought to my mind the many letters we've received from regular railroad men applauding Sloan's liniment. And praise from them is praise indeed. Yes, Sloan's liniment helps to save many an hour's work that might otherwise be lost. And these days, when every pair of hands count, that's important. And that's the reason so many men make sure to keep a bottle of Sloan's liniment on the job with them, as well as on the medicine shelf at home. Because Sloan's is the pat-on liniment. All you need is a few minutes during a rest period or your lunch hour to apply it to that sore and aching muscle.
Like that heat treatment, Sloan's will be helping to bring you quick and comforting relief while you work. Just tap Sloan's on. That's all there is to it. So tonight or tomorrow, on your way home from work, drop in at a convenient drugstore and get a bottle of dependable Sloan's liniment to keep in your locker. You'll find Sloan a real friend in need when you want relief in a hurry. And now, Gangbusters presents its nationwide clues of criminals still at large. Wanted for questioning, murder, man described as 70, about 5 feet 8 inches, 160 pounds, thinning gray hair, parted left side, thinning gray hair, parted left side, gray-brown eyes with prominent crow's feet, gray-brown eyes with prominent crow's feet, no teeth, refers to himself as yours truly, man of 70, gray hair parted on left side, crow's feet around eyes, refers to himself as yours truly, man fitting this description, sought for questioning concerning murder by Sheriff's Office, Port Orchard, Washington. Charged with bank robbery, George Thompson, 32, 6 feet 1/4 inch, 155 pounds, hair dark, cold back, long nose, deformed, slopes to right side, long nose, deformed, slopes to right side, long neck with prominent Adam's apple, long neck with prominent Adam's apple, large hands, walks very erect, never wears hat, likes to play cards, never wears hat, likes to play cards, man, 32, tall, slim, nose sloping to right, long neck with prominent Adam's apple, man fitting this description, wanted for questioning, bank robbery, Katona, New York. Charged with violation, National Motor Vehicle Theft Act, Edward Hendrickson, 42, 5 feet 9 inches, 165 pounds, heavy black hair, dark eyes, scar over right eye, scar right cheek, scar left front chin, mole left cheek, nose turns up at end, gold cap upper front tooth, tip left index finger amputated, neat dresser, likes to play golf, bridge. If you have any information concerning these clues, notify your local police, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, or Gangbusters at once. And now here's what Philip H. Lord has planned for next week. Gangbusters, friends, for Sloan's Liniment next week, we're going to take you behind the scenes as a modern police department unravels a series of baffling incidents. Learn how the police found a paper matchbox, an umbrella, and an antifreeze tag. Hear how these small articles set the police on the trail of an infamous gang and the startling climax. You won't want to miss 1 second of next week's gripping Sloan's Liniment presentation of Gangbusters. Gangbusters is a Philip H. Lord production which has originated in New York.
This is Audio Noir. Please visit AudioNoir.com and think about making a donation. Thank you.
Get this and get it straight. Crime is a sucker's road, and those who travel it wind up in the gutter, the prison, or the grave. There's no other end, but they never learn.
For your enjoyment, Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum brings you Raymond Chandler's most famous character in The Adventures of Philip Marlowe. To make every day more enjoyable, treat yourself often to refreshing, delicious Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum. Here's a taste treat you can enjoy indoors, outdoors, at work, or at play. The cool, long-lasting mint flavor refreshes you. The smooth, steady chewing helps keep you fresh and alert. Adds enjoyment to whatever you're doing. Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum. Healthful, refreshing, delicious. Now, with Gerald Moore, starred as Philip Marlowe, we bring you tonight's exciting story, The Face to Forget.
All right, wise guy. I told you once you couldn't come up here to this room, Marlowe.
That's right, landlord, but I found all I needed.
Well, you won't be able to use it after I teach you some manners. Snowbird! I'll teach you to break into a respectable room and house.
Not leading with your right, you won't. Now get up. Come on, get up. Okay. I'll teach you something about cooperation, landlord. All I wanted to do was look this room over, and I was nice about asking.
Cut it out. I got my rules.
And I got a job to do. I've been looking for Dave Stroud for a solid week, and his trail finally led me here.
I got to look out for my roomer's privacy.
Sure. Only Dave Stroud checked out of here this afternoon. He's no longer your guest. Anyway, I found enough in here to know Stroud's taking the train tonight for San Francisco. So that winds up my lecture, and I'm happy to say my business with you and your charming establishment. Good night, landlord. When I stepped out of the cheap, musty rooming house into the warm night, I felt for the first time in a week that I wasn't wasting my time. That by tomorrow I'd know why a quiet young guy named Dave Stroud had suddenly dropped everything that gave life some sense. Everything from a lovely girl to a fine job and vanished. Completely. I stopped in a phone booth, called my client, and told her to meet me in an hour at the Leopard Spot, the bar in her hotel. Then I made a reservation on the 10 o'clock train for San Francisco, went home and threw a toothbrush and shirt into a bag, and when I walked into the Leopard Spot, I was right on time. I found my client, Ellen Wyatt, in a booth near the back. The soft rose lights touching her face made me wonder all over again what kind of pressure it could possibly have been to drive Dave Stroud away from a girl like this.
Tried to wait in my apartment upstairs, Phil, but I just couldn't. Is it good news?
I hope so, Ellen. That broken-down rooming house over in East L.A. paid off all right.
Dave was staying there?
Yeah, he had been, under the name of Donald Stranigan.
But why would he take a place like that? He must have plenty of money with him.
Oh, well, the city's cluttered with those joints. They're as common as tin cans. He figured you can't look into all of them. We were just lucky.
Then he knows what he's doing. There's nothing wrong